Chapter 32, Analog Braking, Vehicle Stability and Collision Avoidance Systems. Day 1, Video 4, ABS Modulator. What's example here is we've got the ABS modulator. It's built into in this case, the relay valve. Right, so it's receiving the signal from the brake chamber, or the brake valve, and then sending through the delivery port, sending that air signal out to the brake chambers. So we've got the modulator valve built into that, and what it's going to do is it's got an exhaust port here so that it can either exhaust all the air out of the braking system, exhaust just a few of them out, or hold, so nothing in, nothing out to the brake chambers, and opening and closing in a rapid succession. This one happens to have an ABS. The ECM is built and located right on top of that relay valve, so it's got the ECM and modulator built into the brake relay valve. So the modulator receives a signal from the ECU. ECU is again monitoring all those speed sensors, and then the output from the ECU goes to the modulator valve and tells it what to do. So we've got an electronic solenoid located inside there. So during normal operation, it just lets all the air pass through normally. We're not doing ABS function. So it allows the relay valve to operate as originally, or as an original one would. If we have an ABS situation happen, it can divert that air pressure to the exhaust port, right? So that tire that was locked up and sliding, just the air going to that brake chamber is exhausted out, right? Reducing the braking action on that wheel. It can do that up to 7 times per second, right? That's something, again, that as a driver you can't do. Any more cycling of that would, we have compressibility of air, so those opening and closing, allowing the air to flow through the airline, stop and flow and stop and flow, those signals would start to stack up, and there'd be no gap in between. So 7 times per second is the maximum that we can cycle the ABS on an air brake system. Modulator is located between the relay valve and the circuit so that it can bleed off that air that's trying to be delivered out to the brake chamber. And then again, like the example I have, it can be located within the same valve, but the exhaust, the output of the modulator is allowing the exhaust, the air to be exhausted that goes between the relay valve out to the brake chamber.